Doki. Shey you know that my neighbor, that's young couple now, their child. They have admitted the child to the hospital again. Kunle, you have come. I don't know anything about your neighbor or their child. Anyway, what happened to the child? It's a long story. See, that child don't show them pepper since the time they born am. Around the time that the child was 9 months, the child fell ill. The fingers like this, the toes, the legs were swollen. And the child obviously was crying, most likely having a lot of pain. They had to admit the child to the hospital then, and then the child treated. They said it's one kind of infection like that. But the matter no stop there. One thing today, one thing tomorrow. Today, the child is just crying, holding hand, holding leg. Another time again, the child's hand and legs go white like paper. They have to admit and give blood. I don't understand though. In short, the boy is 3 years old now. The number of times where they don't admit the child to hospital, I cannot count. Kunle Olofofo, how do you have all this detailed information? You be monitoring spirits. Anyway, any idea what the child's genotype or the genotype of the parents are, since you are fully versed in all their family history? Doctor, I don't know. But be like saying they talk to the child na sickler. You know all this sicky pikin now. Something like that, cha. Well, from the story you have given me, it seems likely that the child's genotype might be SS, which implies that both parents might be AS. And this is one of the unfortunate things that happen when AS couples decide to have children together. Doki, wait though. I remember that when they wanted to marry, there was one gist like that the church that was supposed to marry them refused to marry them because of one test that they did, that they said there was one thing or the other. Now the guy and the girl decide, say, they'll just do court and traditional. And so they marry. Abi, the issue had something to do with genotype? Well, Kunle, I don't know. I can only say that this sounds like the sad story that often leads to the birth of children like this. It's either due to the ignorance of the parents or parents who, despite their knowledge of their genotypes and the risk of them having children with sickle cell anemia, still proceed, either because of love or for some other reasons. Now, wow. As my own genotype come be AS now, uncle. Hope you know this liar's genotype. Because the way I'm looking at you and that girl, you guys seem to be getting serious. Very soon now, you will tell me that wedding bells are ringing. Me, I don't know. I'll go try find out, sha. Well, you had better. Because with an AS couple, there is a 1 in 4 chance in each pregnancy. I didn't say 1 out of 4 children. 1 in 4 chance in each pregnancy that they might have a child with sickle cell anemia. Of course, there are other variants of sickle cell disease such as SC, CC, which are less problematic, but they all present similarly. Now, wow. So if TT genotype na AS, now so our love go just scatter like that. That one go hard though. Anyway, doctor, make I ask you, these children they talk about, these sickler children, then they live long. What is their life like? Well, Kunle, they live a tough life, no doubt. There are a lot of things they need to do to live a life as near to normal as possible. They need to drink a lot of water, they need to eat healthy diet, they need to ensure they get good rest, they need to avoid strenuous activity. But all in all, there are different kind of crises they can face that end them up in the hospital. The most common being the pain crisis, where they have a lot of pain in different parts of their body, and the description that they give of the pain they experience, some of them tell you that it is as bad as a trailer climbing on top of their head. That's not nice. And there are several other things, like you said, in that child, some of them, their blood level can go so low and they need to be transfused with blood. Generally, it is tough for their parents or guardians to care for them because it can be draining emotionally, financially, psychologically. Now, wow, na serious matter. It is, and one of the major problems that these people with sickle cell disease suffer is stigma. For example, the word sickler, which is supposed to be a medical term to describe what happens to them, what happens in their blood, has been translated by people like you. We call them sicky, you know, and they are thought to be people that don't live long, you know, people that can't do a lot of things. And the stigma gets to them. The fact that they are in and out of the hospital, needles today, needles tomorrow, can be very depressing. Some of them go as far as despairing of life. Some of them hate their parents for having made the choice of bringing them into this world to suffer. So it's not yams at all, and the way the public view them is a major problem that they face besides the illness itself. Chai, I don't want to be that kind of parent though. In and out of the hospital all the time taking care of a sick child, and on top of it, the child hating me for making the wrong choice of his spouse based on genotype. Kamario. Yeah, we can only all take responsibility to end this sickle cell disease problem by firstly knowing our genotypes. And if you find yourself, you know, to be a carrier of the sickle cell gene with a genotype AS or AC, you should only do the responsible thing to ensure that you only have children with someone who is genotype AA. Deciding to proceed because of love is very risky. We have seen marriages fall apart because of the challenge of taking care of children with sickle cell disease. So it's best avoided. We have to end sickle cell disease, and doing so relies largely on the choice of couples who choose to have children together. Okay, doctor, I've heard you. I think I go find Titi. Let's go and find out our genotype to know if this our relationship will work. I hope for the best. Anyway, doctor, me I declare next time when I come, I go get gist for you now, so that you know you go bless me with plenty medical knowledge. Doki, we go to see. Kunle Olofofo, see you later.